racing for a big prize there.
That's right. You know, it is race day at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and you know, the chase for NASCAR's biggest prize too. It's the Sprint Cup. And a lot of folks very excited.
Yeah, trying to get in the points race for that. Meanwhile, the threat of stormy weather threatening to put the brakes on this evening's race. Meteorologist Mike Dennis actually spoke with four-time champion Jeff Gordon about how conditions play in, let's say, an important role.
Well, he is one of the greatest stock car drivers of all time, four-time NASCAR champion, 86 wins overall. Happy to welcome to the Weather Channel this morning, Jeff Gordon. Good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm great.
So let's talk about your season. First of all, it is a monstrously long season. You start in February, you end in November, all kinds of weather in between. How do you deal with that?
You know, it's hard to really plan for it. We definitely have some great software, and the teams follow the weather patterns because there's adjusting the fuel based on the barometer and all these things. So there's performance issues. There's aerodynamic advantages to running the grill opening for the radiator.
It's a real science.
It is, and I mean earlier in the season it's cooler, then the summer gets warmer, as well as how the tires react to cooler and hotter temperatures as well, and the drivers and the pit crew. So I mean there's so much that goes into weather, and it is a long season, and so we put a lot of emphasis on you know, how we deal with those situations.
What's your favorite weather to drive in? Do you like it hot? Does that give you an advantage? Cool? I mean, where are you?
I kind of like that early May weather. You know, it's nice and sunny, but not too hot for the fans.
Right.
And usually that's pretty good for us as well, because the oil tank sits right behind me. A lot of heat that comes from that driveline, engine, exhaust. So it's warm. If it's cool outside, it's still warm inside the car. When it's hot outside, it's extremely hot inside the car.
Your entire crew, though, watches weather like a hawk. I mean, your crew chief is all over it.
You have to be. You know, you have potential rain on the way, which we don't race in the rain. We run slick tires, and the track surface is just too slick if it rains too much. So, you know, you have to deal with when the rain may be coming, the temperatures, like I mentioned before, all those things are crucial to the performance of the car and your strategy of whether that's going to get you a win or lose you the race.
Let's talk about this week in particular, Atlanta. It's a night race. You're going to start when the sun is still out, and then you finish after dark. How does that play into your strategy? I mean, the sun angle and the temperatures.
It's one of the trickiest types of weather and scenarios that plays out for us. We only do this a couple times a year where we start at this time of day, and depending on how warm it is during the day and how much it's going to cool down at night, plays a big role in keeping the car very adjustable. There's certain things that we can do for the setup, like I mentioned, the water and oil temperature as well, that we can adjust throughout pit stops throughout the race. But it's tricky because when the track is warm, the cars don't grip as well. The car's sliding around. And as the temperature goes down, the sun goes down, the grip level gets better. So you don't want to give up too much at the beginning of the race, but yet you want to, you know, what it's going to take to win the race is under the cooler temperatures when the grip level is higher, and you need to be ready for that in order to win the race. So it is very challenging for the pit crew, for me as a driver, and especially for the crew chief and engineers to keep up with those changing conditions.
Well, Jeff, we appreciate your time here. Good luck this weekend.
My pleasure. Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right, there's the story straight from Jeff Gordon. You know, the forecast tonight, it does